This video is sponsored by EveryPlate. I was cleaning my room out the other day and came across these gems from 2014 or 15. Don't ask me why these $1 plastic 3D glasses had such a chokehold over me and a bunch of you way back then, but it definitely got me feeling quite nostalgic, hence the flannel and some of the recipes that we're going to be trying out today. I know that TikTok is kind of the new ruler of these super quick and easy viral food trends, but recently I've noticed Instagram has come on pretty strong too. And in this one, we will be testing out this pepperoni garlic bread pizza, some ramen a la vodka, and then finishing strong with this bacon cheeseburger crunch wrap. Shoutouts to the countless people that have DM'd me these 3 recipes over on Instagram recently. I try to check all my DMs, so if you want to send me your ideas, it's David_Seymour1. But let's just get right into this one. I truly don't know which one of these 3 I'm looking forward to the most. I think all of them have equally incredible potential. But before I'm able to answer those questions today, I gotta give a shout out to today's sponsor, EveryPlate. EveryPlate is by far the best, most convenient, and cost-effective meal kit around. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys this, but grocery shopping has become absurdly expensive recently, and at an average of 25% cheaper than grocery shopping, EveryPlate is the perfect alternative for your weekday family meals. They send you quality ingredients that come pre-portioned to help save you time, money, and prevent food waste. And I don't know about you guys, but this time of the year, my schedule gets absurdly busy, which is why I set myself up for success with EveryPlate, the ultimate time and money saving hack. And you can never get bored with EveryPlate because they have constantly changing meals. You can even customize each individual meal to your own liking. Choose between 18 different recipes that change every single week. You can swap out proteins or add or change sides to your preference. Plus, they've been such a great supporter of the channel, and my family genuinely lights up when they see another EveryPlate box because that's how good this stuff is. So peeps, I cannot urge you enough to click that link in the top line of the description and go to everyplate.com. Make sure to use my code Seymour149, and you can get your first box of EveryPlate for just $1.49 per meal. First up on today's agenda, we've got this unbelievable looking pepperoni pizza garlic bread. You will need a big old loaf of Italian bread and some fresh basil, some crushed tomatoes and olive oil, pepperoni slices, Italian seasoning and crushed red pepper flakes, low moisture mozzarella and some fresh mozzarella, Parmesan cheese, garlic, some sugar and salt and pepper. Unsurprisingly, this recipe is by far one of the most viral recipes of the year. This guy has posted this recipe 2 different times, and they got 30 million and 13 million views on the videos, respectively. And yes, while we can all agree that it does look very good, very easy and delicious, I think we here on this channel know the real reason why it was so viral. It's just another version of pizza. If there's one thing I've learned from doing these videos for 7+ years, it is that any form of pizza is gonna go viral. Whether it's in a ball shape or a cone or in a pie or a cake. I could go on for hours here, but people like pizza. It's kind of a guarantee. I started by whipping up a very simple marinara sauce, mixing my garlic oil and toasting off the bread. And this right here is a perfect example of the notion that we kind of mindlessly watch these videos without overanalyzing them too much. Because once I did carefully analyze every second of this recipe as I was following along, I kind of noticed some interesting contradictions here.
French bread pizza starts with a really fresh piece of Italian bread.
I'm perplexed as to why we're using Italian bread for a French bread pizza, and even though he calls it garlic bread, and I have already used plenty of garlic in this recipe, there's no garlic in sight. He doesn't use anything, he just calls it garlic bread. I'm assuming these were just honest mistakes and kind of an oversight on his part, but interesting that you can make 2 pretty bad ones in a 15-second video. But oh well, it's too late now. Maybe the garlic bread will make this even better than the original version, and it is time to try it out, so let's give it a shot. So here it is, the French-Italian garlic, not garlic bread pizza. It's good. This is fine. It's garlic bread with cheese and sauce on it. Does it stand out as one of the best pizza variations we've ever tried? No, I wouldn't say so. I could see this being fun to let kids make their own versions of at a birthday party or something, or a good appetizer for a football game, but is it deserving of the 40+ million views that it has accumulated recently? Second on the to-do list is the ramen a la vodka from Genius Eats and Myriad Recipes. I could not open Instagram without seeing one of you send me this. It's been all over the place, so let's see if it is deserving of its attention. You will need some vodka and tomato paste, chili oil, and what's supposed to be heavy cream, but apparently there's a shortage. My store just didn't have any. But I'm sure some table cream will work just as well for this, but you'll also need some sesame seeds and ramen, butter, parmesan, salt and pepper, an onion, fresh garlic, some sugar, and some green onions. If anybody is still, for some reason, keeping track at home, the all-time garlic and onion counter has to be in the tens of thousands by now, especially after this video. I'm pretty sure we're making a big pot of caramelized onions for the next one too, so don't put that notepad down yet. But for this one, I just chopped up my veg, I flung my butter out of my hot pan, and then one by one, just added all my ingredients. This is a one-pan recipe. You guys know I love those, much less cleanup to do. Not advised, and definitely not required, but apparently I can't help myself but to light up my vodka whenever I'm making a sauce like this. Watch your eyelashes and anything within 4 feet above your pan if you choose to do this. And then just finish it off with some salt and pepper, sugar, and heavy cream. Cook off your ramen brick and then add your noodles to the pan along with a little splash of the cooking liquid as well as some Parmesan cheese to kind of thicken everything up here. Another bit of advice I thought of while I was making this is be careful on the salt here. In the video they say to add the entire ramen seasoning packet as well as more salt and Parmesan cheese. Do not forget to garnish with some chili oil, scallions, and sesame seeds to kind of bring this all home. Is this thing gonna live up to all of the hype recently? It is time to find out. I'm thrilled. I just had to force myself to stop eating this because I would have just sat here in silence and inhaled this entire thing. This is delicious. How have I never thought of this combination? It is such a perfect match. It hits so many different flavor cravings on your tongue, especially the umami-ness. The MSG and Parmesan cheese is so good together. It's got the perfect garnish, especially with that chili oil. I can see this being one of the most crave-inducing and addicting foods ever. I'm gonna make this 1,000 times. The only other thing I will say is be careful with the salt level when you're making this. Between that seasoning packet and extra sprinkling of salt and the parm, I can see it very easily becoming a salt lick. So just do what I did, use half of the seasoning packet, taste as you go along, and you're gonna end up with something absolutely amazing. And lastly today on our millennial Instagram foodie journey, we've got this bacon cheeseburger crunch wrap from the foodie Alvia's channel. I attained some tortilla chips and white vinegar, large tortillas and bacon, American cheese, hot sauce, mayo, Dijon mustard and ketchup, some ground beef, butter, a few onions, and of course salt and pepper. It's safe to say that this one is going to be the most labor-intensive of the bunch. It has the most individual components that require their own attention. Starting with the caramelized onions, because if done properly, they usually take between 35 and 45 minutes to get that nice dark color. I've been critiqued for my onion caramelizing techniques in the past, believe it or not, because what haven't I been critiqued for? Rightfully so, but today I'm gonna try to take my time and get them perfect. In addition to that though, we also have to cook up some bacon until it's nice and crispy, whip up a homemade burger sauce, form a single gigantic burger patty that's gonna go in the middle of this, and then of course stack it all up and toast off the tortilla. I swear I didn't do this on purpose, because these recipes are just the ones you guys have sent me the most recently, but I guess the trend over on Instagram is to take two different dishes and make a fusion out of them. Because when you break everything down individually that we made so far today, you had a garlic bread plus a pizza, you had ramen plus penne alla vodka, and now you've got a bacon cheeseburger and a crunch wrap. Again, it could be a coincidence, but maybe that's what the Instagram audience likes the most, because the views on all three of these videos were absurd. Now, I do feel obligated to mention this. This recipe was what I started calling a blank slate recipe, where they show the end product and the assembly of the thing, but they don't show the exact components or how they make them. So just as I have with similar recipes in the past, I took the liberty to try to give this thing the best chance at being great. I made a really good homemade burger sauce with the mayo, ketchup, mustard, a little vinegar, a little hot sauce, and some salt and pepper. It's kind of a cross between the Big Mac and the Shake Shack burger sauces. I seasoned the hell out of this burger patty. I got my bacon nice and crispy, because as you guys know, I cannot do that chewy, raw shit exactly like a certain TikTok chef does in basically every single one of his videos and makes me dry heave when I see it. I don't care if it's smoked already, cook your damn bacon. And I made sure to season the hell out of everything, from the burger sauce to the actual burger patty itself. this thing should end up being very tasty at the very least. Once again, how I never thought about this. As far as food fusions go, this has got to be right up there. Somebody's got to sell these bad boys. This is everything you want in a cheeseburger. It's salty, it's juicy, it's fatty, addicting, plus the addition of that super crunchy tortilla, the chips. Wow. How does this not already exist in some restaurant somewhere? If you guys know of something similar, please let me know down in the comments. I wish I went a little bit heavier on the sauce, because it was below the burger and it kind of all disappeared. But that burger stayed super freaking juicy. It is so good. This is by far the best thing I've eaten today. Probably the best thing I've made in months here on the channel. I know I'm a sucker for a crunch wrap. It's kind of my weakness, but you guys need to try this. I'm literally begging.
With the M without the AD. Flipping burgers and my money super lazy. Try and make a meal tonight, they ain't paying me. Try and supersize my life with my A-team. Yeah, our style wasn't wavy, but we had a vision.